Hello, fellow Forex traders. It's Wednesday, December the 6th. Hope everybody's doing good. Had a good night, having a good day, having a good week trading so far. My name's Terry. YouTube channel's FX Starfleet. That's all one word. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're new subscribers, thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. For those of you who are new, to be able to find my videos, it's best that you subscribe and then hit the notify me button and on the bell, and YouTube will send you a message notifying you when I have a new video. That's the easiest way to do it. For those of you who don't know, I do swing trading. I don't do day trading, even though there may be a trade setting up during the New York session. I'm in the US Eastern time. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Have to be patient. In swing trading, you have to be patient. Especially in the way I trade, I wait for the setups. The low risk trade, what I call low risk trade, like when my arrows show up, these are mine, you can't get those anywhere. When these show up, if you didn't get in here, which chances are you might or might not have, but it does go sells off, then it retraces some. That gives you the opportunity to get in with a low risk trade. For instance, the high of the arrow candle is 27.06, and the high of this candle is 27.26. So that's a $20 risk plus the spread, which is 3 for me on pound dollar. So it would have been, 32. How'd I get 04? The high on that candle is 32. That one is 26. So it's actually $9. That's a $9 risk right there. When it came up to here, this one didn't quite go as high. It was a $12 risk with the spread, which is still not bad. And you see what happened, and you see what happened. There's no reason to take 8 to 10 pips like most of them on YouTube do that have trading rooms. That's because they trade 1, 3, and 5 and 15-minute charts. So they have to take that. There's no reason to take that. But they have to keep you tied to them. Remember that. Remember it. They have to keep you tied to them to keep the likes and subscribes coming. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't get paid by YouTube. But I don't care whether I get paid by YouTube or not. If I get enough subscribers and likes, that's great. If I don't, that's great too. That's not the number one goal, is to teach people to trade. When you learn how to trade, then you don't need me no more. And that's the whole point. I'm not saying that to be sarcastic or anything, but it's just true. You don't need me no more. You can do it on your own. Like this, I'm in this trade right now, pound dollar, buy. As the arrows showed up, it tried to run away, couldn't get in, it came back, and right now I have the low where the stop is at 26.04. And this low is, that's not right, because that's lower than that, 25.76. Why is this so slow at pulling up these numbers? Anyway, that low on the arrows is 125.76, and it came down to 80. So I have a $8 risk, including the spread. It includes the spread. I have to take this. I have to take these trades when they show up. All I'm risking is $8. So anybody can afford to lose a Big Mac combo meal. I mean, we can do without them every day anyway, right? Just not sure what's in it to start with, and they're definitely not healthy. That's the pound dollar. So we'll look at the 4-hour, and it's still in the sell, so they're not in agreement. So this could be just a retrace, but it has sold off pretty good, the 4-hour, so there could be a slight retracement up in there. And I only take them when there's a low risk trade like this. The Aussie dollar is 4 hours in the sell. See how it's ran away? Is not giving you a chance to get in or come back. So there should be a retrace up in here sometime. But remember, this week Friday here in the US at 8:30 Eastern time in the morning, We have non-farm payrolls here in the U.S. That's a big mover. There's always a move Tuesday or Wednesday. It starts before that report and it leads up to the report. So be careful of that. Anything tied to the dollar. 1 hour. Let's see if it gave an opportunity. I think it did not either. See, it just flushed down, completely flushed down. But it isn't any buy now on the 1 hour. See, there's your low risk buys. See that? How you had several opportunities, low risk. You have to take those when this shows up. Sometimes it doesn't show up, so you can't take it. I can only take it when it shows up. And so you would have taken half off already if you were long, and now your stop, instead of being there, is now right down to here. Well, not yet. This has to push up and take out that high. So right now you're at break even plus about $2. Put $2 on it so it won't lose any money. But if this pushes up higher and takes out that high, then you move the stop to here, your second half. Now when I say second half, I take off literally half of my position at the number of pips depending on what currency and the daily range is at for the day. For the Aussie dollar, it is 30 pips. That's where you take it off at, the first half. Now you can do an eighth, a third, a fourth, 3/4, ever how comfortable you feel with. That's up to you. It's just me. I take off half. And I've done this since 2007, and I see no reason to change it. But you're welcome to do whatever you feel comfortable doing. That's the most important thing. But in this, you have to have patience. You have to have patience. See how it's ran away? That was on December the 4th, on Sunday night, and it's finally turned around here last night. So I had to wait a whole day before you had a chance to even get in a trade on the Aussie dollar because the risk to reward is too great. But it should run back up here, give us an opportunity to sell low risk. But then right now you could take the buy up to that. And pound CAD, 4 hours in the sell. If you didn't get that spike up right there, then you didn't get in. It does this sometimes. It flushes, but it will come back up and retrace and give us an opportunity. Now the 1 hour may have given us an opportunity right there. So the sell, there's the arrows. The high is 172.71. That's spike up high is 172.60. So that's 11 plus your spread, which is 4 for me on the pound CAD. So that's a $15 risk. You see, there's no reason to take 8 or 10 pips. There's no reason to take 8, because if it works, this is what's going to happen. If it works, that's what's going to happen. If it doesn't work, you're going to get stopped out. But you won't lose hardly any money. Now, when you take off half the position, you're going to be a winner. If it moves like it's supposed to, you take off half the position. On the pound CAD, it's 40. That's where you take it off, half of it. And then you move your stop down. Because when this flushes down, then you can move your stop from over here to put on a couple dollars on it. That way, that's going to make a little bit of money. It won't lose nothing, but you've already made some. And then after this retraces some and then flushes back down, now you can move the stop down to here. And the same thing, when it pushes up, sells back off, takes out the load, now you're down to here. Same thing, when it pushes off down to here, now you move your stop down to here. Now you got stopped out right there. If you didn't close it out down here, you got stopped out. But look what you made from up here down to here. And now it's in a buy. So you got stopped out because it's in a buy. There was your opportunity to buy on the pound CAD. Arrows show up. I have to wait on these to show up. Otherwise, I can't do anything. I have to follow my system. I've been doing this since 2007. Now there will be losers. There will be losers because that easily could have came up in here and just continued up and took you out. But you had a low risk trade. Like I said, that was $15, wasn't it? Yep, $15. That's it. And your wins, if it was a loss, and let's say this came back in and became a winner, your winner is going to completely wipe out your loss. Plus, you're going to have a big profit on top of it. So we would have a record of 1 win, 1 loss, but you had to have a big winning percentage of money. It's a lot different than those YouTubers on there. If you focus and don't get caught up in everything they do, cutting up, giggling, and stuff like that, talking about everything. If you focus on trading and see what they're doing and what they're saying, then you're going to be able to find out there's no reason for me to be in that room no more, because 93% of the traders, this is not coming from me, I'm just repeating what the brokerage houses say, where everybody trades, whether it's Thinkorswim, Awanda, Charles Schwab, whoever that you're trading currencies with. That's who they say. The people that trade with them, 93% of them lose their accounts. They blow them. So that's not me saying that. That's the brokerage houses saying that. So you got to figure out, who do you want to follow? I follow the big boys, the ones that make the money, the ones that move the markets. They don't use anything less than a 1 hour chart. They don't. So why would you want to do it? There's no reason to do it. You follow them. All you want is a piece of the pie. That's it. You don't want the whole pie. You just want the piece of the pie all the time. But there's people in there that like to have activity. They feel like they got to have 20, 30 trades a day, all the excitement and stuff, and cutting up and giggling. Make money. Make money. Sure, they're going to make some. They get their 8 to 10 pips, but then they got to move their stop up tight. And within a 15, 30-minute candle, that 8 to 10 pips could be wiped out, so they have to have it there to keep from losing that what they did get, the 8 to 10 pips. So that never made any sense to me, ever. Never made any sense. I'm glad I got away from that, because I can say I did that. I blew 2 accounts trading the way that they trade on YouTube. Blew 2 accounts. And I haven't blown any since I've gone to swing trading in going on 17 years. So it's up to you. Everybody's different. They can toot their own horn any way they want to, but I would use common sense if I was you. Pound CAD, yeah, we're done with that one. Pound yen is in a buy, but it's having several opportunities down here. Hasn't taken to that. There's a chance to get it. Tried to run away there, came back, you had a chance to get in, another chance to get in, another chance to get in. It's just not taking out these highs like it has to do. I think if it takes out these highs, it's going to go higher. Low risk trade. The low here on this arrows is 185.05. If you were fortunate enough to get that one, I didn't quite get it, but I'm still down low enough. I'm in this too, buy a pound yen buy. That low was almost 6. That was $5, $1 plus the spread. So a $4 risk if you got that. I've got a $6 risk on mine. I didn't complete that low. It jumped right back up real quick before I could get it. But I got a $6 risk. I have to take these trades. $6. That's all I'm losing. That's the price of a Big Mac now. And again, it's something we really need anyway, so it's not something we're going to be too hurt about losing. $6 risk on the pound yen. The $4 hours is still in a sell, but it's gone in a downtrend. A good downtrend is down at some support, getting close to that now, where it could be a swing up. See, when it took this out, it barely took it out. A lot of times it'll come back in it, and it won't go to that low. It'll get close to the low like it has done, and then it'll turn around. So hopefully that's going to be the start of the news leading up to Friday. Then I would be able to take my profit on it on the 1 hour, as long as it turns and swings to the upside. But $6, I'm not worried about it. If it gets stopped out, it's just $6. Now the Euro New Zealand 4 hour has made a buy, 4 hour buy. The 1 hour has made a buy too, and now it's pulled back into it. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see what the risk is. 74.65, and we're trading at 05, so that's 40. That low was actually 30. Yeah, I just got back from picking up my dog at the groomer, so I'm going to go in this trade. I'm going to buy it. Low risk. I am going to buy it. Okay, low risk trade. So I'm long on the Euro New Zealand. That's the stop right now. I need this to turn around, come up, take this high, and then everything changes. Because if that happens, I'll be able to take off half of my profit, half of my trade. I'll have money, move my stop to break even for a couple dollars, and just let it go. I don't have to worry about it no more. I'm in the trade. Don't have to hunt for another one. Now, if it stops out, then I got to wait, because this is a 1 hour chart. So I have to wait for the arrows to show up again, and it could be the end of the day or tonight or even tomorrow before it shows up. So that's the Euro New Zealand. Pound New Zealand, same thing. It tried to run away, it's come back into the sell. This is on the 4 hour low risk trade. That low is 203.86, and we have come down to 204.06. So that's 20. It's 5 on the spread, so that's $25 risk right there on the Euro New Zealand. That's your stop right now, that low. If it turns around and heads up here, then we can move the stop. If it takes out this high, then we can move the stop up to break even plus $1 or $2, where it's going to make money no matter what happens. Now we're in the trade. You got to sit back and wait and see what happens. See this pound New Zealand here? See how it's just boom, 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 just straight sold off. No chance to get in until there. There's the sell. That high was 209.71. This high was 209.62. So that's 29 plus 5 on the spread. That's a $34 risk. So that's within my parameters to sell. And you see what's happened. No reason to take 8 to 10 pips. No reason. You're not risking anything. You're not risking anything. Hardly any money to get this. So there's no reason to take off 10 pips. Now, on the pound New Zealand, you take it off at 60. When you get 60 pips from your entry, you take it off, which would be in, if you got that, you got in down in here somewhere. You take off half, third, fourth, whatever you feel comfortable with. And because that flush down made a big flush, I would have definitely tried to bring this down, bring it over here and bring it down some. I gotta message my wife real quick. Okay, so that's the story on that. You keep moving it down, follow stuff. You're in the trade, don't have to hunt for another trade like all those other traders on YouTube do. Pound New Zealand 1 hour, let's look at that. There we go. See how it ran up? You really didn't have a chance to get in. I think that's too far. Oh, I think the dog's wanting in. So back to this. This low on the arrows was 203.86, and it poked down to 28. So that's 14. That's 42 plus the 5 on the spread. That's a $47 risk right there. So I don't really like it being that big, even though it did work. I've seen them be 40. Not including the spread, which that one was, and work. But here was the better opportunity. But that could have been another place to sell right up in here after that big retracement. Low risk trade, that low, what did we say it was, 203.86. It is pushed down to 06, so that's a $25 risk. Now the risk is lower now if you wanted to get in. Well, right now it's actually higher because it's pushing up. Let me go let the dog in real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So that's the pound. That's off for it. So we're going to the New Zealand yen. It was in a sale. Here you go again. You see it when the arrows show up. It flushed down. Couldn't get a chance to get in. There was a chance to get in with a low risk trade. That high was 91.50. That candle is 91.41. So that's 9 plus 3 on the spread, $12 risk, and you see what happened. If it works, this is what happens. You're only risking $12. There is absolutely, positively no reason to take 8 to 10 pips. No reason. If it works, this is what's going to happen. Just remember that. If it's going to work, this is what's going to happen. You take your profit off, half of the position or whatever you feel comfortable with down here. Now you got money. You moved your stop to break even plus a couple of dollars. Now it's in money. You don't have to hunt for another trade. All the stress is gone, and you're just following it down. When it retraces up, you need to retrace up, and then you need to take out a lower low. Then you can move the stop from there down to there. Same thing, it goes sideways, but it still retraces. Then it makes a lower low. Then you move it to there. Here we go with the same thing. Retrace up, made a lower low. Then you can move it all the way down there. Almost got stopped out, but you didn't. And made a little retrace up, flush down. Then you move it down to there, and you keep moving it until you finally, right there, you got stopped out. But now it's in a buy. There's the low risk buy trade. You're risking. That's low is 90. That low is 06. So that was a $9 risk. Now you've already taken. You see how this works? There's no reason to take 8 or 10 pips. There's absolutely no reason. But remember, these guys that do the 1, 3, and 5 minute trading, they got to keep you tied to them. So they got to have plenty of action. They go, oh great, we got 8 pips. Yay, okay, we got a winning day. We're winning again, fellas. Why would you want 8 to 10 pips when you can get a couple of hundred? Yeah, you got to hang on to it, but you got one trade. You made one trade. That's it. But that's what they do. It's what makes the world go around. More power to them. Good luck doing that. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, and burnt the t-shirt because I'm never going back to that again. Blew 2 accounts. So they can have that. They can stick with that and be in the 93 percentile of losers. I choose, that's me, I choose not to be in that. That's why I trade the way I do. A lot of people don't like it because they don't have the patience to trade this way. But there is a few people who do, and hopefully that's the ones I'm finding that want to be able to learn, make money, be patient, and retire early like I did, me and my wife. So that's the New Zealand yen, the euro, Aussie. There's your buy. No opportunity on the 1 hour. See how it ran away? See this risk, that low, the lowest it made, the low on the arrows is 162.67, and it just poked down to 162.37. So that's 60 plus the 3 on the spread, 63. That's too much. It actually did work, but I need this to pull down, keep coming down here, and get down into here for a buy opportunity. Now if it comes up, let's look at the 4 hour. See what it did. It ran away too, same thing. That low was actually 163.12, and we said this was 67. So that was a 45 plus the spread 48. So it was in the 40s, so you could have took that. But the Euro Aussie is 45. That's what you do. You take it off at 45 pips. Whether it's a half is what I do. You're welcome to do a third, an eighth, a fourth, 3/4, whatever you feel comfortable with. Take that position off and make sure you leave some. because you're going to use it. It's going to be the extra money maker, whatever's left. But I choose to take half off, takes the stress off. I don't have to find another trade. I just let it go, and you see what happens. That's the Euro Aussie. So it gave a little bit better. That's why you have to flip back and forth between the 1 and the 4 hour. Sometimes the 1 hour gives the better, sometimes the 4 hour gives the better opportunity. In this case, the 4 hour gave the lower risk. The Euro CAD is making a 1 hour buy signal. That looks pretty good, but let's look at the 4 hour. Okay, now it's both of those have made, they're in agreement. Both of those have made buy signals. So do we want to take this Euro CAD? Let's see. Yeah, I think I got to take this because of the low risk. Okay, so I'm in the Euro CAD long. That low is 13.14 basically. That low is 21.7 plus the spread, $10, $11, sorry. $11 risk, that's all that is, $11. So I have to take that. Big Mac combo meal is all I'm risking. It's worth that. Because if it works and it shoots up here, I'm in great shape. The pound Aussie 4 hour. It's in a tight trading range there. Has been for a while. We're going to look at the 1 hour. I had a buy yesterday, so it ran away. The chance to get in there was, the risk was too great, probably 90.23, and that low $60 risk. Yeah, that's too high. It did work. It did work, but it's too high risk for me. So it's got to come back down into here to give me an opportunity. See, the sale is kind of sold off. I would like for it to come up to here and then sell off. So there's nothing to do on the pound Aussie. I have to wait for it to come up to here to sell or down here to buy. It's in no man's land, what I call no man's land. Nothing to do on the pound Aussie. CAD yen, see, it made a 1 hour sale. Look, sold straight off, boom, 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 boom. No chance to get in, none. Now it's made a buy. This could be the opportunity that's going to come up and give us a chance to sell. The buy opportunity was right there, the low risk trade. This low was 107.96. That low is 108.13. So that's 17 plus 3, $20 risk, and now you're in the money. I didn't get that trade. I don't know how I didn't get that trade. It was at 7 o'clock last night. But it's a little bit too far now to take it, but I think it's going up to here. Actually, I am going to take that trade. I'm going to do half a position, not a full one. I'm going to do a half a position. I'm going to do a half a position, and I'm assuming that it's going to come up to here to give me a chance to sell, and that'll happen Friday morning on the news. If it does, since I'm doing a half a position, if it does sell off down into here and gives me a low risk trade, then I'm going to add to the position, because now it greatly reduces. If I get it down in here, it greatly reduces my risk. So I'm in that one. The Euro Yen, there's your 1 hour buy, there's your little poke down. I think I'm in that one already. Let me make sure. Don't want to lie to you and have somebody come in, yeah, he was lying about it. Euro Yen, right? Yes. Okay, yes, I'm in it. I'm in it. But I'm waiting for it to go take out this high and then I can move the stop from here to here. That low, I got 58, and that was 37, so it's $24 risk. Is that right? These numbers are really showing up slow. 37. Well, it's 19 plus 3, 22. So it's actually even less. $22 risk. I have to take these. I have to follow the system. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There is going to be losers. You're going to have losers. So if you can't handle that, this is not the room for you. But when your winners show up, I'm expecting, because there's a flush down right there, I'm expecting it to push up into here, the euro yen. That'll be almost a 300 pip move. So that's the euro yen. The 4 hour should have a buy, and it does. It's made the buy, so both of those are in agreement. And then last but not least, we got the Aussie yen. It made the same thing. I'm in this one as well. See, all these showed up about the same time, 7 o'clock last night. I don't know how I missed the CAD yen. How I got the euro yen, the odd yen, and the pound yen, and I didn't get the CAD yen. But anyway, that was the opportunity there. I've already taken off half the position. I'm waiting for it to take it out so I can move the stop up, but I have moved the stop, which originally was at the low of these arrows, and it's now, I've got $2 on it on my second half, so I'm going to make money no matter what. No matter what happens, the stress is gone. There's no stress, because now all I need is for this thing to push up, take out this high, and I can move my stop from here to here. Now it has made as much money my second half as my first half, and I just want it to retrace up into here. So now my second half is really great. So that's the strategy in a nutshell. If you look at all my videos, I go over all these, every video, every single, you can go back and look at the past ones, and it's going to show the same thing. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to go to my YouTube channel, which is FX Starfleet. That's all one word. And go into the videos in the comment section. You can ask away or comment away, and I'll get back to you usually pretty quick, unless you're overseas and you're doing it when I'm sleeping. Then it's going to be the next morning. So just don't assume that I'm not answering you. It's just the time zone. For those of you who haven't subscribed, I ask that you please do, and the only purpose of that is not try to get Taylor Swift subscribers, is it helps you to be notified when I have a video. I'm also looking at going back to doing live streaming. I did it for 5 weeks after paying for it. Maybe the key is not to pay for it. And didn't have anybody to come into the chat room. I had views, but I didn't have anybody to come into the chat room, which is what I want, where they can ask questions a lot easier, and then I can go over stuff better. But I have to have a pretty good outpouring of people that want to bring it back to where they'll want to be in there. And it would be U.S. time. It'd probably be around about 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And I would go for a couple of hours, ever how long people are asking questions in the chats, because I don't want to be on there all day just hearing myself talk. But I want to be able to help people. Not charging anything. Everything's free. So there's no reason not to come in there. You're just giving up time. That's all you're losing. And time is valuable to everybody. But this video will be recorded. It'll be posted in about 30 minutes or less after I get off of here. I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Don't forget, Friday is non-farm payroll report here in the U.S. at 8:30 Eastern time. That is a big mover, but there usually is the start of a move Tuesday or Wednesday leading up to the Friday morning. So anything tied with the dollar, watch out. So hope everybody has a good night and a good rest of the trading day, and we'll see you tomorrow.